Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So yesterday, or Friday for me, I recorded a video. I had many problems. For example, I forgot to save, and that video is basically scrapped because I can't continue on what I was doing. 2, my mic was constantly static. And 3, the screen was basically cut off for half the video. So instead of trying to fix that all, I'm just recording this new video. So technically this is the second take, and I know you guys can hear my cat's toy in the background, which he's not using, so I'm gonna go turn it off. But he was playing with that, so if I leave for a bit or a time lapse happens and you start hearing that noise again, just know my cat's playing with his toy again. Alrighty. Sorry for that noise. So, obviously, I gotta think about what I said last time. I don't fully remember, I was really sick. Alrighty, first we're gonna increase draw power, lower new leader, raise new nation, build castle's gonna stay the same. Split is gonna, small split's gonna go down 1. Same with normal split. I'll be moving large expand up more. Medium will stay where it is, and small will go there. Just so we get some more bigger nations. Now, I'm gonna be starting this off practically exactly how I started off in the old clip, which was creating centria, which is going to be the main focus of this video. Each episode is going to be, I'm going to say, 70 turns. Just keep it a nice number, so not too much but not too little happens. If, for example, there aren't enough nations, I'll increase new nation and split, but we're going to first create centria right here on the boot of Italy. Ooh, perfect. We're gonna just start off with making a Grecia. So we're gonna be making. Why can't I spell this? Hold up. There we go. We're gonna be making Greece, and we're gonna start them in Athens right here, or Athens, or however you pronounce it. Also, I did just turn on the cat toy, so if you hear it, I'm very sorry. It's the only way I could get my cat from leaving me alone while I record. Last take, he kept jumping up on my desk, and my mom just gave him a bunch of catnip this morning. But who really cares about that? You guys are here to watch this, so anyways. Centauria ends up expanding and unites with itself. Yup, it makes lots of sense. So obviously they knew about this island. Eventually they're gonna take it. They're not Sicily, by the way. They're not gonna really go into the mountains much, but they are gonna be getting this area here. And also these islands. And they also make their way around the coast of Sicily, claiming these islands, and that's what they get to. Moving over to Greece, they get a union, so they unite with themselves, because this does not make any sense. Alrighty, so Centauria got a split, so we're going to make Sicily, and Sicily will be a dark blue. And Sicily ain't even going to be able to take all of Sicily. Also, I'm still sort of sick, so my words ain't going to be wording. Alrighty. Come on. Dang, that's actually a decent portion. That's not really a small split. Anyways, Centauria expands along the mountain range and ends up connecting throughout just to stabilize the nation a little bit. Greece will be having a civil war, and a nation called Sparta will be popping out of it, which you guys will know by this point. I think everybody's done this. Alright. Sicily gets a large expansion, and finally claims all of Sicily. Wow. Sicily gets a large expansion, and gets the rest of Sicily Island. They will also start going into Tunisia. At least I think this is Tunisia. Right? Who cares? Well, they go a bit into Tunisia. Centauria ends up making, well, it doesn't end up making a nation, but Corsica will form, and obviously be located in Corsica. Also claiming these islands and a little bit of this coast. Same with Sardinia. Or all of Sardinia? Europe, all of Sardinia. And even more of the Italian coast. Greece will reunite with Sparta. Sicily will expand a little bit more into now Albania. Corsica will build a castle, and they'll just name it Corsi. I just looked it up. Anyways, continuing on. Centauria expands in meeting up with the river, this river. Do I know this river? Yes. Do I know the name? No. But do I know it exists? Yes. And I know Rome is located somewhere over here. That's what's important. Anyways, we get a new nation, and we're gonna create Eschaton. We're gonna make them right over here on these rivers. I'm so sorry. That cat toy is really making me annoyed. And he's still playing with it too. Oh, never mind, he's not playing with it. He's laying right next to it. That's crazy. Anyways, Malin, whatever, the old city-state back in the 1700s. Okay, I'm gonna go turn off that machine. Alrighty, I am back from turning off the machine. You guys will no longer hear the annoying noise from that. That is absolutely crazy. Sardinia. Do not fact check me on that name, because I have no idea if this is right or not. Alrighty, so I'm a little mad. I'm not going to be able to do the straight line. So it's claiming these small places around. Anyways, Sardinia perfectly cuts this with a beautiful, beautiful straight line. Anyways, moving on to Centauria. They get a small expand, and they end up filling in this mountain range and connecting up with Corsica. What? And they end up connecting with Corsica. Not Corsico. Or is it? Nah, man, I am tripping. Greece gets another split, and Sparta will be reawakening. They had enough of Greece, and they will take it over for sure. Moving on to Eschaton. They'll get a medium expansion, and they will continue to follow the rivers, I should say. Alrighty. moving on to Sicily, we get a new nation, and we will be making Spain. No. Venice. Because I just assumed Venice would be this color. We're making them this yellow color. And they'll be claiming the Venice area. Well, some of it. Alrighty. Moving on to Sardinia. They'll get a medium expansion, and they're going to be going to war with Corsica. And they end up taking the entire island of Sardinia and moving up into Corsica, pinning its capital city. Corsica responds with a new nation. That's really high. I'm going to turn that down. We're going to have Albania. That's not how you spell it, I don't think. But it's here. Albania is somewhere around here. I have no idea. I would have to go look at a map. Centauria gets a large expansion, discovering Venice, and also starting to attack Corsica to get all of the Italian peninsula. They also make their way up to Malin, and strategically, not really, taking some land, making a border. Moving on to Eschaton, we have a small expansion. And now time for some little bit of relations. We have kinda unfriendly, we have super unfriendly, more kind of frowny face, kinda just there, angry, and that's pretty much it. And then these guys are just isolationists, I'm guessing. Yep. And that's what everything is. So, Europe. I will be adding lore throughout via captions, just because I obviously can't really narrate lore with this, because you kind of can't. It's a little impossible. It's kind of impossible because you don't know what's going to happen. So look out for the captions. I'll be writing those, and they will lead up to events that will happen that I know of. Alrighty. So Centauria gets a union, and the only person that Centauria is actually positive related to is Venice. I just called it Vatican. So they will be uniting with them. Sicily will finally start continuing this war after a breakthrough through the front line and capturing a capital city. And yes, I have capitals set up in my mind. For example, Sicily's capital is over here. Centauria's capital was here. Sparta's where Sparta is. Albania would be here. Eschaton's would be here. Corsica's where that city is. Sardinia will be down here. Malin will be like right here. If I do get cities, I'll be naming the cities that are actual capitals. So, yeah. Anyways, Centauria trying to go back and recapture their capital city. They make a large push into the rest of the boot, kicking Sicily out of the Italian peninsula, and then focusing on this lower region right before the Alps. Eschaton will unite with itself, and it'll just go again. Eschaton will get a large expansion, continuing to follow a lot of these rivers, and actually growing kind of big. Sparta will be splitting and Oh, I spelled that wrong. I just know it. I don't know if I did, but I definitely spelled it wrong. Athens will be breaking away from Sparta, and this actually allows poor little Greece here to live on, and Greece will be making a new nation. Bruh. And Turkey will be born, and they'll be this color. Anyways, continuing on, Greece will slowly expand and take over these islands here. Also, I'm going to change the color of Athens real quick. Just give me a minute. There we go. Sparta, now fearing death, will have a new nation breaking away. It'll be called Rica. Rica will be breaking away here at the tip. Don't take that wrong. And Sparta is now an official gangbang. Sicily, on the other hand, will be building their capital, and they'll be naming it Sickly. Yeah, because I'm sick. That's the only reason. Literally the only reason. Sardinia will win the war against Corsica. And Malin is ending up expanding a little bit into the rest of the lowland, but as it starts getting cut off, it accidentally makes pushes into Centoria's land here and there. This is not good at all, because look what just happened. They're expanding along this river, not knowing that the upper part is Centauria, practically making an invasion from here to here, and now they're at war. Eschaton, being as peaceful as it is right now, is still going to be expanding along these rivers, and as they realize that from their capital they're getting pretty big and their only trade route is really via water, they're going to start connecting up lands if they don't split. Albania will be getting a large expansion, going not too deep into the mountains, but kind of around them, and also going a little bit more north towards Centauria, which they do not know about. Now, I'm just going to real quickly clarify this. The origin map is basically completely wrong. In my eyes, this all came from Centauria, this all came from Greece, and this is its separate entity. Anyways, Eschaton will get a large expansion, connecting up these two rivers so they can have easier trade between them. Instead of going all the way around here, they can just do that. They'll also be connecting up this and growing a little bit more land around their capital. Sparta will be kicking out Rica, and they'll start capturing this island while also pushing into Athens. Athens will be expanding into the rest of Sparta on the northern part and start an invasion on their island. To avoid getting absolutely cooked, Sparta will formally send a peace treaty to Greece saying, no more war, I'll leave you alone for 100 turns. So, the next time Sparta and Greece could ever go to war is turn 144. Alrighty. Anyways, Greece will be expanding down towards here. Rica will be coming back. Just like good old William Afton. What? There's a nation here? Wait, hold on. Is that a nation? No, it's a mountain. Dang. Anyways, moving over here. We have Sardinia, Corsica, Now, why can I not spell? There we go. We're gonna have Corsica break away from Sardinia. And just like everybody wants, they'll make a straight line. Everybody wants that. Like, who would not? And because this is technically civil war, this is gonna be... Oh my god, it's literally returned back to old borders. Crazy. Anyways, we haven't done much with Sicily. So Sicily will be expanding in more into Tunisia and... Bleh. We're gonna make Carth. Don't judge me. I don't know how to spell Carthage. This is my best bet. So Carth breaks away from Sicily. Sicily at first lets us be kind of neutral until Carth starts invading into Sicily, which Sicily's like, hey, bro, we just let you break away peacefully. I'm just fixing the borders, my bad. And Carth is expanding at rapid rates and is probably, at this point, yeah, already surpassed Sicily. And now Sicily is going to be having a very fun time. And like I said, castles that aren't capitals are no-named. So we're just going to do one more with Sicily before we move on. Sicily ends up wrapping around this sort of mountain range. I don't know how tall these mountains really are. Just to try to have some sort of balance between these two, which now they do, with basically being split down the middle. Sardinia, after losing Corsica, will win the war somehow. In Centria will finally recognize this issue and say, hey, Mullen, you just invaded into our territory. We're gonna take that back and a little bit more. We just want to talk to you. This is what Centauria is saying. We just want to talk to you. As a result, Mullen will be trying to reconnect and end up splitting a bunch of military force over here. Big problem. Because, whoa. Boop. Crazy. They just spent all their military going up to reconnect. And they get just destroyed. Smolin gets completely wiped out here in the south. And as troops start bordering and going into northern Mullen, Mullen sends a peace treaty, and this peace treaty is accepted, with Mullen no longer being able to expand, and literally, that's what happens. They get completely surrounded. They cannot move anywhere, and they are forced to become a peaceful nation. And if they choose otherwise, they will be hit with a truck. And I know I'm constantly doing Centauria here. I'm just trying to expand their border because I keep messing up borders, and it's making me have to redo this. The large expansions are getting pretty large, but yeah. Eschaton, we haven't done them for a while, so I'm going to give them a few more turns. They ended up earning a lot of money and is expanding their land a lot more. They end up following this river here, connecting up this, and right now they have a map of just their nation and the borders of their nation. So, once again, these guys all know each other. These are the only people in this world that are all by themselves. And honestly, is probably the only threat that could possibly do anything to Centauria. Sparta, still at war with Athens, Athens will be going and pushing a full military assault and finally destroying the rebellion once and for all. They can finally rest. Greece ends up expanding, and they no longer really care. Oh my god, it still is alive. Not anymore. Greece will end up focusing on these islands here in the middle and more of Turkey, trying to earn more superiority in this region and also capturing this for more military opportunities. Greece will continue expanding on this northern part. Real quick capital city update. Sicily is right here. Tunisia's is right here. Sardinia's is over here, even though that's named. We'll just turn that off. Centoria's over here. Malin is right here. Albania's over here. Sparta is somewhere here. Greece's is actually going to be really special with it being right here. These guys, Turkey's is right here. Rika's will be over here, kind of on this river. Eschaton's is still exactly where it is. As we're on our last stretch here, to be exact, last few turns, I should, what? To be exact, 7 turns left. This episode will be ending shortly here. Centria will completely ignore the treaty that they just made after Malin has completely dissolved their military and just wipe straight through it. And this is seen by other countries as not trustworthy. And as now Eschaton is finally discovered, this may result in a war that is upcoming. So, stay tuned. Albania, which I spelt wrong, which I'm 90% sure I didn't, but also 90% sure I did, will be expanding more into these mountains for more resources. Word popped in my mind, finally. Sparta. Ooh. Never mind, we get a new nation. I think I'm gonna make Spain. What the heck? So we'll be having Spain be a orange. And the reason I'm making Spain, we have a global thing here. And these guys are expanding this area. These guys are expanding over here. These guys are focused here. These guys are focused here. Nothing's going to happen over here probably until after next episode. So we're going to have another civilization start up really far away. Obviously, there's like over here, but that's still pretty close. Finishing off here, we'll have Sardinia declaring war on Centauria for some reason and trying to claim these areas over here. Also, you can make up lore if you want. Also, haha, funny number, 69. And for our last turn of the day, it will be, my mouse isn't on the map. It's closest to Eschaton. Eschaton will be expanding over along this river, and that will be our last turn of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, night, afternoon. If it's 10, go to sleep, especially if it's weekday and there's school. I don't even listen to that, but you should. I've messed up lots of times by doing that. But hope you guys have a fantastic day. See you next time. Bye.